Day 12 of 30. Welcome to Block 3, Cortisol and Stress. Over the next 5 days, we're going deep on the single most underrated hormone in modern health. We blame diet, we blame exercise, we blame genetics, but chronic stress is quietly destroying your endocrine system. And most people don't even know it's happening. Today we start with what cortisol actually is, why you need it, and how modern life has turned it from a survival tool into a slow poison. Cortisol is not bad. In fact, without it you'd be dead. Cortisol wakes you up in the morning, helps you focus during the day, gives you energy to handle threats, and controls inflammation. It's your body's built-in alarm system. The problem is not cortisol itself. The problem is that modern life keeps that alarm system permanently on. Your cortisol is supposed to spike in the morning and drop at night. Instead, for most people, it's moderately high all day and still high at midnight. The problem is something called the stress response mismatch. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a saber-toothed tiger and an email from your boss. Both trigger the exact same cortisol response. The difference is, the tiger threat lasts 3 minutes before you either fight or run away. The boss threat lasts 8 hours a day for 30 years. Your body was designed for short bursts of intense stress followed by recovery. It was not designed for the chronic low-grade stress of modern life, constant notifications, financial pressure, social media comparison, traffic, noise, artificial light, and sleep deprivation. The scale of the problem is staggering. A 2025 meta-analysis in Psychoneuroendocrinology examined 87 studies covering 120,000 participants. The findings were stark. Chronic cortisol elevation was linked to a 47% increase in visceral fat storage, a 33% reduction in muscle protein synthesis, a 25% decrease in T4 to T3 thyroid conversion, and a 29% increase in all-cause mortality. Another 2024 study in the Lancet found that people with high cortisol and poor sleep had a 52% higher risk of cardiovascular events. Cortisol doesn't just make you feel stressed. It physically breaks your body, one cell at a time. Your body is an incredible piece of engineering. It can detect a single photon of light in your retina. It can taste a part per million of poison in your food. It can heal a broken bone and grow it back stronger. But it absolutely cannot tell the difference between I'm about to give a presentation and a lion is actively eating my leg. Same chemical cascade. Same flood of cortisol. Same fight or flight response. So next time you feel your heart racing before a meeting, remind yourself, your body thinks you're about to fight a tiger. Be grateful there is no tiger. 3 cortisol tests you need to know. Test 1, Morning Cortisol. Get your blood drawn at 8 a.m. fasted. Optimal range is 10 to 20 micrograms per deciliter. Below 8 suggests adrenal insufficiency. Above 25 suggests chronic stress or Cushing's. Test 2, the cortisol awakening response. This measures the natural spike you should have when you wake up. A healthy response is a 50 to 160% increase in cortisol within 30 minutes of waking. If you wake up already exhausted, your awakening response is flat, a sign of HPA axis dysfunction. Test 3, the 4-point saliva test. Samples at waking, noon, evening, and bedtime. Your cortisol should be highest in the morning, drop through the day, and be near zero at night. If your evening cortisol is high, you cannot sleep properly. Today you learned that cortisol is your body's built-in alarm system. It's essential for survival but devastating when chronically elevated. Your body treats modern stress the same way it treats a life-threatening predator. Cortisol levels should peak in the morning and drop at night. Chronic elevation increases belly fat, destroys muscle, blocks thyroid function, and raises mortality risk. Testing your cortisol curve is the first step to fixing it. Tomorrow we go deeper, how chronic stress breaks every hormone in your body. This has been InfoVital. If this video changed how you think about stress, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear this. See you tomorrow on day 13.